If you're over 60, this might be the most important video you watch today, maybe even this year, because your heart, the organ that has worked tirelessly for decades, may be trying to send you quiet warning signs, not with dramatic pain or movie-style collapse, but with subtle whispers. And if you miss those whispers, the next message might be a scream. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt a strange tightness in your chest after walking up the stairs? Or woken up at night gasping for air, unsure why? What if I told you that those moments, the ones we often dismiss, could be early signs that your heart is struggling? Here's the truth. Most people believe heart attacks come without warning, but that's not true. In many cases, your heart gives you days, even weeks of gentle alerts. The problem? We're not trained to notice them. That's why I made this video. Because you deserve to know. You deserve to protect your health, your energy, and your future. So here's what I'm asking. If you're over 60, watch this video to the end. If you recognize even one of these signs, leave a comment. And if you want more honest, clear health advice every week, subscribe to Health 365. We're here for you. Now, let's begin with one of the most silent and dangerous early signs of heart trouble, and the one most people ignore. Point 1. Unusual fatigue that doesn't go away. We all get tired, but there's a kind of fatigue that's different. It's not just needing a nap. It's the kind of exhaustion where even small tasks feel overwhelming. Maybe you've noticed walking to the mailbox suddenly leaves you winded, or you feel drained just making the bed, even though you slept a full night. This kind of fatigue, sudden, persistent, and out of the ordinary, can be your heart's way of saying it's working too hard to keep up. When your heart struggles to pump enough blood to the body, especially to your muscles and brain, you feel weak, foggy, and heavy. It's not just age. It's not just poor sleep. If this kind of tiredness is new, frequent, or getting worse, don't wait. Talk to a doctor, because catching heart failure early can make all the difference. Have you experienced this kind of fatigue? Let us know in the comments. Someone else might recognize their own story in yours. Point 2. Shortness of breath doing simple things. Have you ever felt like you just can't get enough air? Even when you're not doing much? Climbing stairs, walking to the kitchen, even bending over to tie your shoes. Suddenly, you're gasping or needing to stop and catch your breath. This is one of the most common early signs of heart trouble, especially in older adults. Why? Because if your heart isn't pumping efficiently, your lungs don't get the oxygen they need. You might feel breathless, tight in the chest, or even panicked. Many people think it's asthma, weight gain, or just getting older. But if it comes on suddenly, or feels worse than usual, don't ignore it. Could be a warning your heart is under pressure. And here's a tip. If you feel breathless while lying flat in bed, especially at night, that's a big red flag. It might mean fluid is backing up into your lungs. Please, if you've ever had shortness of breath like this, leave a comment. Your story could help others take action before it's too late. Point 3. Chest discomfort, not always pain. When we think of a heart attack, we imagine sharp pain. But heart-related chest symptoms can be much more subtle. You might feel a pressure or heaviness, like someone is sitting on your chest. A strange tightness that wraps across your chest or even into your back. A burning sensation, like heartburn, especially after activity. These can last minutes or come and go. They might happen while walking, climbing stairs, or even just watching TV. Women, in particular, often experience heart attacks without the classic crushing pain. Instead, they report mild pressure, fatigue, or a strange discomfort. If you ever feel something in your chest that doesn't feel right, even if it's not painful, don't brush it off. Call for help. You might just prevent the worst from happening. Have you or someone you know had chest discomfort that turned out to be serious? Share it below. It might help someone else act faster. Point 4. Swelling in the ankles or feet. Have you noticed your socks leaving deeper marks lately? Or your shoes feeling tighter by the end of the day? Swelling in the feet, ankles, or legs, known as edema, can be an early sign your heart isn't pumping blood efficiently. When blood backs up, fluid leaks into surrounding tissue. It's easy to blame this on heat or sitting too long. But if it's happening more often, or lasting longer, pay attention. Especially if the swelling is paired with shortness of breath, weight gain, or fatigue. Check your ankles each evening. If pressing your finger leaves a noticeable dent that stays for a few seconds, It's time to talk to your doctor. Your body is trying to tell you something. Are you listening? 5. Irregular heartbeat or fluttering sensation. Every heart skips a beat now and then. But if you notice a fluttering in your chest, or your heartbeat feels fast, slow, or uneven, it could be atrial fibrillation. AFib, as it's called, is common in older adults and is a major risk factor for stroke. Can come and go or stay constant. You might feel your heart racing even while sitting still. Many people ignore it, especially if it doesn't hurt, but it's a big warning sign. Left untreated, it can lead to blood clots, stroke, or even heart failure. You don't have to feel sick for something to be wrong. If your heartbeat feels off, see your doctor. A simple test could reveal a serious issue before it becomes dangerous. 6. Persistent cough or wheezing. Do you have a cough that just won't quit? Especially one that gets worse at night or when you lie down. While coughing is often due to a cold or allergies, a persistent, dry cough can be a sign of heart failure, especially when it's paired with shortness of breath or swelling. In some cases, people even cough up pink, frothy mucus, a serious sign that fluid is building up in the lungs. Again, it's easy to assume it's nothing, but when your heart weakens, it affects your lungs too. Don't wait for things to get worse. Early treatment can improve both your breathing and your heart health. 7. Nausea or indigestion that comes out of nowhere. Sounds strange, but for many older adults, heart issues show up as stomach problems, especially during a heart attack. You might feel nausea, a sudden feeling of fullness, burping more than usual, indigestion that doesn't respond to antacids. This is particularly common in women. They may feel sick to their stomach, lightheaded, and unusually tired, all while their heart is in distress. So if your gut suddenly feels off, and it's paired with fatigue, sweating, or breathlessness, don't dismiss it. Could be your heart. 8. Lightheadedness or fainting. Have you ever stood up and felt the room spin? Or suddenly felt faint, like you were going to pass out? This could be due to low blood pressure, and that might be because your heart isn't pumping properly. Fainting or dizziness, especially when it comes on suddenly, isn't something to ignore. Your brain needs a steady blood flow, and if it's not getting it, you'll feel it quickly. Even if you didn't faint, but felt woozy, off balance, or had blurred vision, take note, especially if it happens more than once. Now that you've heard all 8 early warning signs of heart trouble, I hope you feel more prepared and more aware. Remember, your body whispers before it screams. If you've experienced any of these signs, even once, don't wait. Talk to your doctor. You might prevent a heart attack or even save your life. And please, share this video with someone you love, because these signs don't just apply to you, they could help someone else recognize the danger early. If this video helped you, leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to Health Simplified and turn on notifications. We're here every week with tips to help you stay strong, independent, and in control of your health. Take care, stay alert, and always listen when your body speaks.